Welcome back, guys, to round 3, race 2 here at Circuit of the Americas in the RWDs. LMP1, TY and Cyrex on the front row, and off we go. Bidster at the back. As we go into the first corner, everyone cleanly through. No, not cleanly through. Contact made in the midfield. Everyone, Constantina's up. Boards fly everywhere as we go in towards the first complex section. Everyone's through cleanly. TY's in the lead. As we go through, Bidster's lost the back end and he's gone round. Bidster's gone round as we follow the rest of the pack through. Cyrex has gone round as well. Footman, big contact with Flapper. Oh dear. Cone goes past the camera as well. So everything happened there. So we'll get some replays after this opening lap. But phenomenal stuff there. So as we go down towards the hairpin, as we'll go back to the leaders who got away from all that. So it's TY in the lead from Neil Jamo, and then Liliam in 4th place, and then we've got Blakeney and Keith close for 5th, and then the people at the back will rejoin after the first lot of incidents. As we go through, let's have a look further down the field. There's Bidster after spinning out on that first section, so he'll be kicking himself. But luckily for him as well, his championship rival, because they're both on equal points coming into this race, him and Cyrex. And Cyrex is at the back because he had an even bigger spin. So as you come round this hairpin, and Bidster and Seek close together. Bidster looking for a way round Seek as we're following round this long right-hander, coming down towards the second to last corner, the penultimate corner, and then on to the start-finish. As we go, as you go into the last corner, just closing up on Seek a little bit there, as we've got a little bit of action further ahead, but we'll get those replays in now. Here's a replay from the start of the race on board with Flapper. Let's take you through this mayhem. So we get a good start, we go to the right with dispatch of Keith immediately. Up towards the first corner, we're going to be on the brakes, and Seek brakes quite early and Flapper misses his braking point there. Contact as we look to the left, see everyone Constantinaing up. And then, we just headed WMD board. And then going down this hill, now this is where it all starts to get even more chaotic. So you see Footman there, the yellow car. Watch him go round this corner, Bidster spins, Footman follows him. There's Cyrex on the left, and as we watch to the right, Footman rejoins, and bang! Straight into the side of us. Flapper does very well to hold on to that. Here's just a quick shot of what happened to Cyrex. Let's see what happened. Yeah, just loses it on his own, just hits the curb and spins round. But as we come back, Bidster going to make a move on Seek. Flapper having a look at Keith in front as well. Bidster's up Bidster's up to 8th place now. So we'll go back to the battle in front. We've got Keith, Flapper close. Keith goes through. Flapper is second. Oh, Flapper's gone round. Flapper's gone round. Big style. Flapper's gone round. So Flapper goes towards the back. Unlucky for Flapper there. There's Blakeney and Liliam at it again. Oh, Blakeney on the inside of Liliam. Bang. Have that. Bit of vengeance for the last race as we go exit the complex down towards the hairpin, which will bring us onto the massive straight into the hairpin. Up Blakeney over the curb a little bit there, not to worry about. And Bidster's got the camera resets. Bidster's just gone up the inside of Keith as well, so Bidster goes up to 6th place now. So Bidster's on the move on a recovery as we look at Blakeney going into the second complex towards the end of the lap. There's Keith behind Bidster. Bidster's right behind Liliam now, so Liliam is Bidster's next target. So Bidster just another victim of the curbs as the sun starts to set here in the Circuit of the Americas. It's a good track this, very technical and very flowing. As we go around the third to last corner in towards the penultimate corner. Bidster closing up, closing. Liliam not wanting to open any gaps. Bidster looking to get a bit of a... Bidster on the power. Thought he'd lost the back end there, but no, Bidster just a bit hard on the power into there. As we look at Neil Farmack in 2nd place, Jamo in 3rd behind TY, stretching out that gap. Complete reversal to race 1. So TY out in front, in control of this race. As we look at Liliam there with Bidster behind, and Lilliam's also trying to catch this man Blakeney in front as well. So Blakeney goes through there. Look at Bidster now, and meanwhile in the background Flying Flapper has closed up to Cyrex. Cyrex has made up a few positions from the back as well. Footman's back at the back of the pack now, so Cyrex and Flapper making up places here. Meanwhile Bidster and Lilliam still close, but no cigar yet for Bidster on Lilliam as he closes up in the braking zone, looking to get a good run onto the straight, which I think he's got. He's got a decent run onto the straight. We'll just have a quick look back at these battles happening back here as the camera decides what it's going to do with itself. He's looking at a load of road there. There we go. Cyrex is now alongside Keith, and he's going past Keith now. Next target, seat 1 just ahead. As we look at Bidster's gone up the inside of Lilliam into the corner there, and Cyrex goes up the inside of seat 1 as well. So both Bidster and Cyrex making progress there. So seat 1 goes back down to 8th place. As now we look at Flapper trying to get past Keith as well. Keith runs wide there, makes a little mistake and lets Flapper go. So Flapper released into 9th place. Next target, Seek. He'll not want to let Cyrex get too far ahead as well. I know Cyrex is not in a team, he's running as an independent in this championship, but if he was in a team I think it'd be winning, because he's doing quite a good job this season so far, Cyrex. As we look at Bidster there, his next target is his teammate, but we'll just go back to the Seek and Flapper. Seek must have had a bad run out of that corner. Flapper got a good run. Flapper's up the inside, and is he going to go in on the brakes? I think he is. Yes, Flapper's ahead. Seek, will we see get a better run down the hill? No, he settles for the position, so Flapper up to 8th position now. He'll want to try and catch up to Cyrex, but there he is, Cyrex. His next target is Lilliam in front of him. Bidster's closing on his teammate ever so slowly. Everyone a little bit more spread out now. Unfortunately, Footman 34 seconds behind the leader, so Footman's not doing very well in this. I don't think it's a car and track combination that suits his driving style, so we'll hopefully see him improve next time out at Nürburgring in the Group A touring cars, which is going to be the next week's event. But we've got one more race after this anyway, so let's not worry about next week. Let's focus on the racing as it's happening right now. Bidster closing up on Blakeney. So the two teammates going at it. I don't think there's going to be any team orders in place. Too early in the championship for all that stuff. And I don't agree with team orders personally anyway. But Bidster and Blakeney getting close now, taking both two different lines into there. Meanwhile, Cyrex in the background is trying to get close to Lil as Bidster almost runs into the back of his teammate. Don't want to be doing that. And Cyrex and Lilliam now side by side. Lilliam trying to keep up the inside of contact. Hits Cyrex. They both go off. You continue. Flapper thinks it's Christmas and just tries to take both. He almost takes both there. As we look at Blakeney and Bidster into the last corner. Bidster's took Blakeney out. Bidster hits Blakeney up the back end. Oh, now both Team White cars losing time. Blakeney loses, the big loser in that. Flapper goes round, just almost avoids the contact there. Lilliam goes through as well. Oh, it all happened there. We'll get some replays on both them incidents. Let's take a look at that incident on board with Lilliam. So we're a bit further back, we're in the complex section. So we have a look, there's Cyrex. So you'll see him come to the other side now. Just having a little look. Lilliam runs wide. And then Cyrex is round up the inside. We go back to facing forwards. Lilliam's on the inside, but the run's wide, and you'll see in a minute. There goes Cyrex. There he goes. So side by side. Then both drivers tried to go into one. Contact's made. I think it was a complete racing incident, in my opinion. And both drivers carry on. Flapper says thank you very much to Lil, and then tries to get past Cyrex, but Cyrex gets his foot down. And here's on board with Bidster of what happened to him and Blakeney. So Blakeney goes wide. So Bidster catches up a little bit. Then we go on the brakes. Blakeney goes wide, Bidster goes to the inside, and then just bang, hits his teammate, and then he goes off into the wall. As we resume from those replays, and Blakeney trying to defend for all he's worth. Seek having a go at him, and Sir Lice almost took his front end off. But now everyone continues round, so all a bit dramatic in that part of the race there. But all starting to settle down a bit now. So we'll just run you through the order quickly. We've got T1 in the lead, who's already on the back straight, who's 8 seconds ahead of this man, Neil Farmack. Neil Farmack doing a good job in second place. Jamo in third. I don't know why I keep swapping cameras, just looking at the field now. There we go. Jamo in third place there, so doing a good job. Bidster, after a bit of a faux pas with his teammate, in fourth place. Cyrex, the big gain, took a big gain out of all that, and he's gone back up to fifth place. Flapper in sixth. Liliam there in seventh place. Seek in eighth. Blakeney is back in ninth after contact with his teammate resulted in him going back down to ninth place, so unlucky for that. And then Keith in 10th place, and Footman really struggling with the car. I think he's just come out the hairpin because the camera's not really responding. There we go. Footman for Team Yellow, the only Team Yellow because the other car is not here, the teammate's not here. So Jay Hewson not here this week for some reason. So Footman on his own for points for that team, and also Jamo on his own for Team Green because of personal circumstances. Stevie could not make tonight, which is fair enough. Jamo bringing in the points for Team Green. So that's a little run through the order. Let's try and get back to some on-track action now. So let's have a look back here. We've got Cyrex a little bit further back. I think we're all a bit more spread out now, but hopefully things could close up near the end of the race. So Seek won there with Blakeney following behind him, and also Seek is starting to close on Liliam, I think. So this could be something to watch out for near the end of the race. Liliam versus Seek, the battle of the Belgian boys. We go around this long sweeping right-hander downhill into the sort of a reverse of the Silverstone Maggots Beckett's Chapel complex. So it starts with a little kink to the left, and then right, then left, then longer right, and then continues on and continues on. It's a good technical bit of track, not much chance for overtaking, but it is a test of the driver's hand-eye coordination. As we go up towards the hairpin section now, so there's the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Blakeney closing up to Seek though, so Seek's look like he might be under pressure from Blakeney here. So this might be worth keeping an eye on. Blakeney gets a little twitch under power there, so the car dart to the left. That's just the hybrid system kicking in and all that power at once. Because with the hybrid system kicking in on these cars, they get about another extra 80 horsepower, so it all helps. And Seek on the brakes into the little left hairpin. If anyone had chose the Toyota's got the best hybrid system in the lot, because the Toyota has got a lot more, well, probably about the same amount of juice in the battery as these cars, but these cars use it not as powerful but for longer, whereas the Toyota uses about an extra 400 horsepower from its battery, but it uses it up like that. It's like literally a flick of the finger and it's all gone. So just two different ways of running it, but no one ran the Toyota because I don't think people were getting on with it. So RWD was the choice for more or less everyone on the grid. As still watching Seek 1 go around there as Blakeney close up in the background. So there's Liliam. Let's have a look at Liliam for a little bit as we're going in towards the first corner, drop down the hill. The Wolves have a little bit look up further front. There's Bidster on his own, just trying to make up for some of that lost time, trying to catch up to Jamo in third place. So trying to look for a podium as Bid's doing this. Got his foot down a bit. Just look at Blakeney in the background. So Blakeney's still catching up to Seek 1, but can't really make any forward progress in this race. Oh, but that's going to help. Seek 1's made a mistake. Blakeney goes through on the inside. So Seek 1 must have made a mistake up the little hill section. Must have got the power on too soon and spun the rear up. And see, has a little look up the inside of Blakeney. Blakeney gives him space in case he was there. Good driving by them too. So Blakeney gets position. Seek back down to 9th place now. So not the best race for Seek in this one. Meanwhile, Cyrex is still trying to close upon Bidster, but I think Bidster's keeping the gap at a consistent margin. But Bidster is trying to get the hammer down and catch Jamo at the same time. So meanwhile, 9 to 10 seconds ahead is this man, TY, who's come up to the first corner already. So TY in dominant fashion, 10 seconds ahead. There's Neil just coming across the line now and approaching the first corner, so that just gives you the idea of how big the gap is. So TY has really managed to pull that gap out, so good driving by TY. And Neil's no slouch, as we know. Neil's no slouch, he's definitely a fast driver, and definitely showing that TY's got some good pace in this car if he can get the clear track. There's Jamo, but there's Bidster, who's on a move, I think, and looks like he's really on it as well. trying to catch up to Jamo for that podium place, but I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough by the end of this. Just have a little look in the background. Seat1 makes a little error out of turn 1 just on the curb, but Blakeney's not close enough to make any moves in this, so I think the closest battle on track is going to be the Jamo Bidster towards the end, because I think Bidster's really on a charge here, really trying hard to catch Jamo up. There is Jamo, so it's closed up a lot. Jamo runs wide out that corner. Cyrex is going with Bidster as well, so one mistake by N2 and Cyrex could gain at least 4th place if Bidster makes a mistake, but we'll see how things pan out. As we look at TY, there he is coming around the long right corner that reminds us of Istanbul, but the other way around, coming towards the penultimate corner now. We're just going to watch TY go through here because he's been very good this race. Been dominant fashion, good pace from TY, so TY is going to win race 2 here at Circuit of the Americas. Well done to TY, fantastic driving, flashes lights and delight. There he goes across the line, victory for TY, 20 points in the bag. In fact, it's going to be 22 points because he had fastest lap as well as pole position, so well done to TY, Neil in 2nd place. Cyrex is 3rd. What's happened with Bidster and Jamo? Flying Flappers 4th, Bidster and Jamo. What's happened to them? There's Bidster going slow, so wonder where Jamo's did. So they must have had contact with each other. Bidster let Jamo go, so we'll get some replays on that. Here's a replay of what happened between Bidster and Jamo. So coming round the complex section, Jamo runs wide there and goes back to the side. Bidster senses an opportunity at the inside, but look, squirms, hits the curb. Jamo wrong place, wrong time on the outside, and then Jamo exits stage left, and Bidster kindly, very sportingly pulls over, waits for Jamo, and then you'll see Jamo rejoin in a minute. He'll come through. There he goes. Here comes Jamo, so Bidster just keeping well out of the way, just going to let Jamo take that position. Jamo runs wide himself and then rejoins, and that's where we rejoin the action. Yeah, after them replays, Jamo finishes 5th, Bidster finishes 6th, Liliam 7th, Blakeney's going to come through in 8th place. Oh no, he's not! Seat's going around the last corner, fantastic stuff, we'll get another replay on that as well. Here's a replay of what happened between Seek and Blakeney on the last lap, the last corner. So coming on second to last corner there, Blakeney defends a little bit and then into the corner. Seek1 completely outbrakes himself, bang! Straight into the back of Blakeney there, and Blakeney rejoins. Seek gets his foot down, but Blakeney must have loads of energy left in his hybrid system because look how close he gets, and then bang! No, not able to make it, but very close. Good effort. So yeah, after that, Blakeney Seek just gets ahead of Blakeney there at the end. Keith in 10th, Footman in 11th. So there's a very blurred picture of TY, but he's in there somewhere. We'll just rewind it so you can get a good picture of TY. There he is. There's your winner, TY, for Team Red. Good win by him, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.